Did you know that Surrey will soon pass Vancouver as BC's biggest city? It's happening faster than most people think, and there's one $600 million project leading the way. This new entertainment district is creating property value patterns we've seen before. I've sold real estate here for over 20 years, and I can tell you, this is the kind of project that puts smart investors years ahead of the market. And when you see how the SkyTrain connection ties into it, you'll understand why it mirrors the Canada Line boom, where property values jump nearly 50%. Right now, Surrey has about 725,000 people. Vancouver's at 765,000. So the difference is under 40,000 and it's disappearing fast. A key thing to point out is that we're growing at about 6.8% a year, while Vancouver's only growing at 1.3%. Some people think Surrey's just a large suburb, but you know what they're missing? BC Stats says it will pass Vancouver as the province's largest city by 2038, and that's only 12 years from now. By 2046, it'll have nearly 1 million residents, while Vancouver caps out around 950,000. Surrey added about 30,000 residents in 2023 to 2024 alone, and these people are bringing jobs, new businesses, and real spending power. The new entertainment district in City Centre isn't wishful thinking anymore. In October 2025, the City Council approved the full plan, and the timing is kind of amazing. They want it open right as Surrey becomes BC's largest city. That isn't random, and we'll get into that in just a bit. You know, a lot of people are still sleeping on all this growth happening around here, but this entertainment district timeline shows the city's thinking way ahead of the curve. But population growth without infrastructure is just suburban sprawl, and this is where the smart planning kicks in. But a quick note before we dive deeper, if you're thinking about real estate in this area and you want to understand how the entertainment district timeline affects neighborhoods and property values, I help buyers and investors make the most of this moment. My contact info is in the description below. Now, back to that infrastructure play. Let me give you a number, $600 million. Most people hear that number and think, wow, that's expensive. But when you break down what the city's actually building, you realize they're just making a smart investment, not just spending more money. A plan for a 10,000 seat arena that anchors this new entertainment district was just approved, plus 100,000 square feet of commercial, retail, and office space, and a 150-room hotel with about 60,000 square feet of ballroom, meeting, and conference facilities. This district will also have an interactive art museum, a galleria that connects everything together, and expanded transit connections. Now, the city hasn't officially released a cost estimate, but Councillor Linda Annis estimates that arena could cost at least $600 million. She based this on other major municipal projects. And there's been an active city council debate over the cost and potential taxpayer burden. Some councillors worry about the lack of a public business plan as of the October 2025 report that I got this from. Still, Mayor Brenda Locke stated the project will use mixed financing, private investments, operating partnerships, and naming rights revenue, and targeted city funding. The mayor emphasized this won't be on the backs of taxpayers. The arena is designed to serve as a regional destination, bringing year-round jobs, hospitality options, and major entertainment events to Surrey City Centre. But the cost debate really misses something big, and it really matters for real estate. The money is going into infrastructure that helps the area keep its regional market share. Surrey loses lots of entertainment and recreation spending to other cities right now. About 43% of what residents spend on entertainment goes outside the city, mostly to Metro Vancouver or south to US venues. That's $17.6 million per month in entertainment spending going elsewhere. Money that could stay local with the proper infrastructure. Now, this is where it gets interesting. The location of this project is what makes it brilliant, not just the facilities. Imagine thousands of people taking the SkyTrain into downtown Vancouver every day in 10 years. Now, ask yourself, where do you want to own property when that happens? The entertainment district sits near the Chuck Bailey Recreation Center. It's close to Gateway SkyTrain station, which is already on the existing Expo line in the Surrey City Centre. But the key is, well, this won't be right next to the new Green Timber station at Fraser Highway and 140th. It benefits from being in the heart of the city centre. Oh, and those property value impacts we're going to dive into next? The research on what happens near SkyTrain stations is going to surprise you. The timing of this infrastructure matters, guys. The Surrey SkyTrain extension creates 8 new stations and 3 transit exchanges along a 16-kilometer route. The entire south of Fraser region will have direct rapid transit access to Surrey's downtown core by 2029. That's projected to bring 62,000 daily riders by 2035, growing to 71,000 by 2050. A transit-connected entertainment district in city center positions Surrey to capture that regional market share. It turns the city from an entertainment exporter into a destination. And with transit bringing people straight into the downtown core, the impact reaches far beyond the 726,000 residents here. It connects 1.1 million people across the south of Fraser region. Now, having sold around SkyTrain stations for years, here's what people don't get about transit-oriented development. This goes way beyond convenience. It changes how people see a place. The city center goes from being Surrey to being a regional destination that happens to be here. The entertainment build is happening at the same time transit opens the area to 1.5 million people. And that kind of timing doesn't happen by accident. So let me ask you something. Would you rather buy near the SkyTrain station before construction starts or after everyone realizes what they missed? The Canada Line data makes it pretty clear which timing pays off. Transit projects show property value premiums from about 4.2% for homes to over 16% for commercial spaces within 400 meters of stations. And that's from a 2018 UBC study on the Vancouver's Broadway corridor. More recent research on SkyTrain expansion found properties within 500 meters of stations selling for 10 to 20% more. The effect is even stronger when the area has mixed-use projects and solid transit access. The city center is seeing big development right now. About 7,000 dwelling units were under construction as of June 2025. Even so, the condo market is facing some tough conditions right now. The Fraser Valley saw condo prices fall 6.3% year over year to about $510,000 as of September 2025. Metro Vancouver has about 2,500 new condos sitting empty. That's double last year's inventory. Surrey Central is facing elevated condo supply levels. Analysts call this a strong buyer's market. But many investors miss the point with major infrastructure projects. A soft market raises timing questions, but big transit builds create long-term value for buyers who move early. Research on Vancouver's Canada Line found that people who bought before construction and sold after completion saw the biggest gains. Homes near stations in high potential areas saw 45 to 50% price growth. This is why smart money moves before the crowd figures it out. The current market conditions are the same kind of window that Canada Line early investors used to win big. Metro Vancouver has 2 official metropolitan centers, but the wild part is this. Only one of them is growing fast enough to support that title. Surrey is building metropolitan amenities to match its growth path. Metro Vancouver named Surrey the region's 2nd metropolitan center in 2011, right next to Vancouver. That move predicted what's going on in Surrey right now. Surrey is on track to pass Vancouver's population by 2038, so the city faces a big choice. Keep acting like a bedroom community for Vancouver or build the kind of destination infrastructure true metropolitan centers need. The city's 2024 economic strategy calls this building North America's next metropolitan center. The goal is to create one job for every resident worker, turning the city from a net exporter of talent and entertainment spending into a self-sustaining economic hub. The $2.7 billion in infrastructure investment approved by the council in March 2025 shows this metropolitan push. The focus is on projects that support rapid growth while building the cultural and economic base that regional centers need. The entertainment district works as an anchor for the city's regional positioning. City Center is listed as the Fraser Valley's metropolitan center in official plans, and is not meant to just serve the people living here, but the whole south of Fraser region. This is all about building the cultural foundation that shows the city has moved from suburb to metropolitan destination. The city is building the full package: population base, transit access, entertainment infrastructure, and economic strength. Vancouver took decades to build this mix. Surrey is doing it in under a decade through careful planning. What I see is Surrey's becoming clearer about what kind of city it wants to be. You know, the entertainment district shows a clear move towards becoming like British Columbia's top metropolitan center instead of just its largest suburb. So if you're buying, selling, or just trying to make sense of where the market's heading, reach out to me anytime, info@moteam.ca. My team and I have been helping people navigate the Fraser Valley real estate market for over 20 years, and we'd love to help you figure out what these changes mean for you. And if you want to see where the next opportunities are coming, check out this video right here. I'll take you on a quick driving tour through the Grandview Heights area in one of South Surrey's fastest growing areas, with some incredible hidden gems that most buyers overlook. Click the video on the screen now and I'll show you around. Thanks again for popping in to watch this, and we'll see you again on the next one.